The Open Mic Broadcast Network would like to take this time to recognize its sponsors and underwriters: Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Reflections Paint and Body Shop, Helping Hands Lawn Service, the Hotline Press newspaper of Hempstead, Texas, Diva Skin Conditioner, Purple Drip Daiquiri and Grill. For more information on how you can become an underwriter or a sponsor here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, our number to call is 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. And welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I am your host, the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, and thank you for joining in with us on today. You can follow us on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website is obnradio.com, and our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode as we continue to pick up the pieces on the hill at Prairie View A&M University. Of course, Bubba McDowell has been named interim. There are other names that have been floating. Of course, we made mention of the likes of a Kevin Sumlin, Jerry Mack. Other names keep popping in and out of the radar. Still a lot of choices to be made. And oh, by the way, there have been some existing swag coaches whose names I refuse to call out right now that should be considered for the job according to outside entities. But it's a lot to be made of, and it has to be made of rather quickly. You cannot prolong this process, and anytime you're in the brink of a coach potentially leaving or staying, there has to be a short list. And so I guess the ultimate question now is there a short list for Dr. Donald Reed? And if so, who's on that short list? There are going to always be some outside entities that throw their name into the hat, but realistically, with what you have to work with, the time that you have to work with, this has to be a decision made relatively quick. Now, as I mentioned, you can't continue to waddle and cry over spilled milk. It is what it is. The damage is already done. How do you pick up the pieces and continue to move forward? What does this do for the Panthers football program? We asked a survey, and we'll be getting the end results later today, on whether or not you believe Coach Eric Dooley left the football program in a better shape than what he inherited. And so far, a majority of you has said yes. Some say no, and I would love to hear your reasoning one way or the other, why you say yes or why you say no. Please feel free to leave your comments on the YouTube page at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You could direct message me on the Twitter handle at the Mike Prince Show. You could always call the message line, 713-570-6736, and let us know why you decided one way or the other if Coach Dooley had left the program in better shape in which he inherited. Meanwhile, there are other coaching searches going on out there, and it appears that there's still some room for wiggle. We know that Alabama State has hired Eddie Robinson Jr. Grambling still has to make a decision. They're promising to make one by Christmas. Of course, we have Prairie View, and don't look now, there could be some other openings coming up real soon. Where are you on the fence when it comes to the next coach for Prairie View A&M University. Do you feel that Prairie View is in a great position of hitting a home run or swinging and missing on their next selection? We will keep a monitor on this as always. We still have the SWAC MEAC Celebration Bowl coming up this weekend, and there's still a lot of ball to be played and a lot of recruiting to be done. Some of you may feel that Bubba McDowell is the right person to pick up the pieces and move forward. If you feel that is the case, feel free to call in on the message line. That number again, 713-570-6736. Many believe that Bubba McDowell has been entrenched long enough to know the landscape of the land. He knows the pulse of PV Nation. He knows what the program needs to head in the right direction. Is he the one to take the program and try to bring it to higher heights and deeper depths? All these questions are valid questions that are going to be answered hopefully sooner versus later. But whichever the case may be, I can promise you this, that the Open Mic Broadcast Network will be Johnny on the spot to make sure that the story gets told. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thanking you guys so much for joining in with us. It is a joy and a labor of love to be able to present to you each and every day the ins and outs in the world of HBCU sports. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.